Welcome to the 7's Day Barbecue. It's not on 7/7, it's actually 7/25, but we are at what is the legendary JPR Imports in South Jersey, and I did not know this place existed, but I have seen more 3-rotors here than I have ever thought that I would see in my life. Not to mention more FDs, more FCs. I went to 7's Day in NYC. I did not see this many rotaries. But today is going to be a pretty chill day. They're about to start serving some food, and later on we have a cruise, and I'm super excited for that because I get to see all of these insane builds in motion. This is Roger. Roger saved my life last night. Yeah, because he gave me the hotel, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll get it. 7 p.m. came around, of course. Went to book it, gone. Nothing. Not only that hotel, like 7 more in the area, all screwed. So I also got to ride in the CYM, which is like a highlight of my life.
We got the crew over here, they're just hanging out. These guys just took over the canopy.
Well, they're smart. They got the shade. Smart. No, yeah, you know. That is awesome. I have missed car stuff. It has been too long since I've been this much into car culture, but got the real cameraman out here. Me and my hyper smooth GoPro bullshit. Oh my lord. Things sound fucking terrifying. Tires make sense now. I understand the tires. I get it. I don't know if you've probably been asked this like 1,000 times, but is there a rationale behind the like 13B over 3 or 4 rotor on it?
So
my parents had seen how one of
usually we find with racing, the longer the motor becomes, the more shaft flex you get. So even a problem that we see with the 2 rotors, when you put a lot of boost in them, the shaft will flex a little bit. So that's why they'll run the center bearing in the motors.
Do you have like failure points that you have to compromise on because of the shorter shaft?
Yes and no. I mean, we do a lot of machining on the inside of the motor and stuff like that. That's what gives us the clearance and the extra, you know, to take away from when things flex. And then it's also dollars. I mean, for 20B, everything's 150%.
Yeah.
And anytime you damage, it's going to take 150% longer to, you know, get anything done, machining, etc. So for racing, the 2 rotor is still the most popular. 3 rotor is going to make a little bit more power. 4 rotor potentially can make more power, but for what we've seen, the shaft flex and things like that is the biggest drawback.
Because I remember, it's been a while since I've seen the videos, but I remember watching 1320 and seeing that thing, and that was before I knew anything about rotaries. And then when you came in, I was like, it's a 2 rotor?
Yeah.
Like, I just sort of assumed my memory of seeing it go like fucking. That's interesting. Is that a problem that happens with piston engines, or is it because of the way that the eccentric shaft like gets loaded?
I think it's more how we load the eccentric shaft, because I mean, if you look at lengthwise, I mean, a V8 shaft is substantially longer, but we're spinning, and then in the center there's really no support, whereas like a crank, you've got, you know, main cap after each one of your pistons, so there's not a lot of room for, you know, the shaft to even flex. I mean, not that it doesn't happen, but
dude, just seeing the platform go that fast is wild.
And it's crazy because like when I got into it, like Ari Allen and like these guys, I mean, we're running like mid-9s, and it was unheard of. And granted, it's like 15, 20 years later, you know, we're pushing into the 7s, essentially a stock chassis car. So it is insane. It really is. And I've started to see some of the things. We've started to flex the chassis and have people start to separate a little bit and things like that. So yeah, the car takes a toll. It was never meant to do what we do with it, and that's the beauty of it. Even like with drag slicks and skinnies, it still handles like one of these. Like when it gets a little bit out of shape, you know how to correct it because the car is very predictable. So it's still the same car inside. It's not like it's a full tube chassis car where it's like just a Halloween costume and a shell on there. It's still the same car. It just
because I've been looking for like a crash quarter one or like a really rough shell to build like the Veil side like 3 rotor or something like that for like a drift expo car, and I saw one. I was like, like FDRX7. I looked at it and it was like a fiberglass shell over a tube chassis. I was like, why did you list this?
I said language.
Maybe at some point there's going to be a car show and some awards given out, and then there's a cruise at 3, arrive somewhere at like 4 or 5, and then we all break. I think I'm coming back here, and then tomorrow morning, first thing, heading back to Brooklyn. But I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the event, and I'll catch up with you when the cruise starts, and after I hopefully get 2 more patties. We'll see.
Make sure that it's framed well and hang it high. Expose it to every angle. Guess it's all the same when they claim no one can tell. Maybe it's a way that our name's spelled. Altar, a little lower than the angels.
Oh my god.
We're all gonna be on 295 heading northbound. First we're gonna get on 42, we're gonna go to 295, we're heading north. Most of you seem to be from like north anyway, so it's like on the way home. Have your GPSs on, you know, once we get off the highway, because someone may, you know, be behind or something like that. And then we're gonna go in the parking lot that's at the disc golf course. It's really big. We're just gonna pull in there. The event concludes once we hit that. So if you don't want to go there, you want to go home, etc., that's fine. If you want to hang out there for a little bit, use your best judgment. We're probably gonna get some storms on the way up, so just FYI, we may get some rain. So make sure your wipers work. Woo.
I'm gonna use the whole time the car is warming up to just blast AC. Likewise. Do it. Thank you, Roger. Oh God, this is a perfect RX-7 cruise. Half gauge, 1 pull, first gear, half gauge. Driving with these guys because I keep like, you know, forming up with the pack, and I'm like, oh, there's like a white, blue, red, and yellow, and black FD all on the road at the same time. And I'm like, wait, I'm driving the white one. Holy shit, I have an FD. Just hasn't worn off because like I'm looking at what I'm driving in front of me. And that's cool too. Anyway, we got like 14 miles on this road, then an exit. I think we'll be at the parking lot pretty much, and then everyone will hang out for a little bit and split up. This part of Mexico is oddly lush. I wasn't expecting that. Do a little bit of air conditioning, shall we? Oh, full blast. 70 miles an hour. Let's see if the temp gauge moves. There is heat coming from somewhere that I do not know. Cancel. Oh, it's just the sun. Never in my life have I felt the sun and been like, the car is fucking overheating, I don't know what's going on. Just the sun that time. That time. This once. That will be the only time it's the sun. Oh, we gotta get the red one over here too. Yeah. Every color. Dude, the fire you shot. I have a little bit, but you were far away. Yo, no, I mean he was ahead though, and so
bro,
like,
your car look. I was like, because I never get scared of that, because I'm like, it's a rotary, but yo,
I was like, shit, is that broken?
Well, you got 2200 injectors.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. Okay.
Dude, every time you go on engine braking though, it's like black as fuck. So that shit is rich.
Dude, oh, I missed the turtle. That's funny. You got that? Did you get that? Yeah, that'd be cool. That guy.
I mean, hey, you know what you want, you know what you want. You don't want to drive anymore, you don't want to drive anymore. Now this is something that you don't see every day. Every stock color of an FD in a line. And all of them pretty much like stock or OEM plus type stuff. That's a fun sight. Wait, what the, wait, what? Is that the car that just ran over the grass to get in here?
Yeah! And it was an Altima!
What the fuck?
Get him! And it's always Nissans that with shit like that, yo.
I don't think I got any footage of you other than your fantastic public speaking skills.
Oh, thank you.
But thank you for helping organize this. Hang on, take two. Hang on, take two. Take two. What?
What?
Take
this.
3, 2, 1, action. There we go.
Yeah. And we got the rain. It's all dramatic.
Yeah, it's very dramatic. You have the beautiful red boss battle.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you around, man.
See you around.
Oh, well, we're gonna go to the shop.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
We're gonna go back to Jim's and
Yeah.
then get food after. But yeah, I want to wrap up the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is probably a shorter one than normal, but can you blame me for trying to record something? Because this is not something that happens every day. So, love, peace, and chicken grease. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.